It's 8:34 as we are monitoring the severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, across much of the Kansas City metro right now inside the 435 loop. That warning is underway until the top of the hour, 9 o'clock. Could contain wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour and pea-sized hail as well. So make sure you're staying safe out there right now. We got a couple of big wind gusts down here at Corporate Woods over the last 10 minutes or so. So that, once again, severe thunderstorm warning in place until 9 o'clock this morning. Stay safe, pea-sized hail possible, and wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. It's a Tuesday. We want some 70-mile-an-hour winds on this show for the next 10 minutes. Let's go.
It's time for Tirade Tuesday on 95.7 FM and 710 AM KCMO.
Are you talking to me?
How dare you?
It's morning, so it's Monday.
All right, Tirade Tuesday will kick off in Shawnee, where Steve is hanging out. Go, Steve. What's your tirade?
My tirade is about this whole thing, starting with Saturday, the whole campaign process. I mean, listen, Kerrian's been saying this a lot all through this since Saturday. Our country is becoming a third world country, a banana republic. I mean, we can't even have peaceful campaigns. We can't even have peaceful elections. We can't even have a process when the incumbent loses to get out of the transition. Things are just totally chaotic. I mean, the thing is with that assassination attempt, and we're just finding out Biden's starting to say, "Oh, we're going to improve the security of all candidates, even RFK Jr., who hasn't had any kind of Secret Service protection the whole time of his election." We're getting hosed over. We're not going to reach this election with a fair and balanced election. It's just total.
Yeah, it's very sad, Steve, that it took. Thank you very much. It's sad it took, a near assassination of Donald Trump for the Biden administration to approve Secret Service security for RFK Jr., who they're just mad at because he's running. So they didn't give him a Secret Service, and then as a result, he had to hire his own security, despite the fact that obviously tragedy runs in the family when it comes to assassinations. Steve in KCK, go, Steve. What's your tirade? Let it rip.
Hey, Pete, I love our cultural and moral betters telling us to tamp down the rhetoric when all these Hollywood elites like Tenacious D have to cancel their tour. The other frontman, not Jack Black, said that if he had one wish on his birthday is that the shooter didn't miss next time. I mean, it really reveals the socialist black heart, Marxist black heart of some of these wingdings. I mean, that's the best thing is that if we tamp down the rhetoric, but they can't even seem to control themselves. Even our president can't seem to tamp down the rhetoric. So
yeah, that's well said. For people that didn't see it, Steve, Jack Black, after the comments made by one of the Tenacious D singers that he wished the shooter didn't miss during a live show on Saturday night, Jack Black announcing this morning that he was blindsided about what was said. He claims he would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence. And he says, after much reflection, I no longer feel it's appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. So that's the announcement this morning from Jack Black after that horrific comment from one of his co-members there in Tenacious D. Jerry in St. Joe, what's your tirade, Jerry? Go ahead.
Well, I wish this woman that's in charge of the Secret Service would either stand up and resign or somebody in the Democratic division down there would fire her. If you're working in a regular public job, if you did this kind of a job, you'd be out the door the next day. I just don't get it.
I totally agree, man. I mean, now, do I think that the Biden administration is going to fire the head of the Secret Service? No, I don't. Jill Biden apparently was a big advocate for this person, so I don't see that taking place, but it's a great point. 913-408-7957. We got an open line for you on a Tirade Tuesday, 913-408-7957. Next up on a Tirade Tuesday, Parkville. Victor, go.
Good morning, Pete. You know, my tirade is against Biden's DEI administration, his DEI cabinet and now Secret Service. all checking the right, DEI woke boxes, and all incompetent. The foreign policy killed our soldiers and was the spark for the world on fire, killing unknown thousands. Energy policy, killing energy independence and the auto industry. Monetary policy killed the overall economy. His border policy has killed hundreds of thousands of Americans by illegal immigrants and fentanyl. Now, DEI and the Secret Service almost killed arguably the greatest president of the 21st century. Way to go, wokeism.
Thank you very much, Victor, on a Tirade Tuesday. 913-408-7957. Larry in Prairie Village. Go ahead, Larry. You're on KCMO. What's your tirade?
Well, my tirade is pertaining to this assassination attempt. It seems like what I'm hearing out of you and almost every other right-wing outlet is that the reason the assassination took place is because of the left-wing media saying too many negative things about Trump. You know, painting a picture of him being a bad guy. Not that he isn't a bad guy, but they're painting an erroneous picture. He's actually a saint. And it would have never happened if it hadn't have been for the harsh things that the left wing has said about Trump. As if the right wing doesn't say inflammatory things every day, every hour about the Democrats. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene says all Democrats are pedophiles. It goes on in crazy. You talk about inflammatory stuff. So I don't think either side, especially the right, doesn't have any. You should not feel you're on any high ground. Not in the least. The way you guys have carried on as far as your own rhetoric. Okay, that's my gripe. And also, my left-wing friends are out of their mind. They think this whole assassination attempt was a staged situation. They take it on the mindset of Alex Jones. Like it really didn't happen. It's all put up. They don't trust Trump. I said, well, that's a hell of a staging when one man was killed and two other guys shot and Trump had his ear nicked. A hell of a scam. So there you have it. Both sides have gone completely out of their mind and there's nowhere to turn.
Okay, Larry, we'll turn to you, buddy. Thanks so much. Brad in Richmond, go ahead. What's your tirade?
Hey, I just was trying to watch the convention last night, and no matter where I turn to, of course, I live out in the country. I don't get the regular stations. The announcers seemed to think that it was their job to say that all the Republicans were giving speeches were lying or not correct, as if this was a debate, and it was their job to tell us, oh, wait, everything they're saying is wrong. And I really didn't like it, and I ended up having to turn off the convention.
Yeah, they can't just cover the news. Just cover it like a news story, right? It's not difficult, Brad.
Right.
Not difficult, man. Thanks so much. 913-408-7957. Bailey is in Overland Park. Go ahead, Bailey.
Hey, Pete, I'm 26, and a lot of my friends have the same opinions as I do, but have absolutely no interest in voting in this election or any election in general. And about half of those friends aren't even registered to vote. And I'm not seeing anything online, anyone saying how important it is, emphasizing that, or even how to register to vote. And it seems like I'm kind of the only voice of reason getting through to them, and, you know, they're not even listening. So it seems like a bigger issue with my generation and all those who just don't even have an interest in voting.
You keep up the good fight. You send them to KCMO, and we'll get them straightened out and hopefully get them fired up to go register to vote.
Hey, man, I'm trying.
Good job, Bailey. Keep up the good work. All right, let's go to Charles and Lee Summit. Go ahead, Charles. What's your tirade?
Hey, Pete, I'm sick and tired of these people always firing fireworks. Here we are way out past the 4th of July, and they're shooting off bottle rockets and Roman candles. Almost caught my Christmas decorations that I have left up on fire yesterday. Just sick and tired of it.
You got to get those Christmas decorations down, brother. It's mid-July. Although at this point, you might as well just keep them up. You're over halfway there, you know?
Yeah, we're halfway there. I'm just going to add to it.
Yeah.
Do you have any inflatables up?
Yeah, seriously. Thanks so much. Appreciate you there, Charles. Good work. Good way to end a Tirade Tuesday, my man. That's outstanding. Oh, gosh. I'm going to do a tirade against Charles, keeping his Christmas decorations up till mid-July. I'm not saying people should be firing off Roman candles on July 16th, but come on, man. Come on. Charles, let's go. Okay.